It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back for another episode of Inside the Industry. I got a little choked up there. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music and entertainment, breakdowns, and commentary. Okay, we're going to be getting into Miss Latto. All right. Now, as y'all know, UnWineWithTashaK previewed a new song the other day, and we previewed it on the channel, on the show. So this is something that I want to continue to do with artists that come out and show us little samples of their upcoming music. The reason why I'm able to do this rather than playing music that's brand spanking new is because if they play it before it actually comes out, then there's no copyright issues with it. Once it releases to the public, the label claims it, the artist is able to claim it, and basically they have the right to start knocking down videos or trying to monetize off of my videos, which I come on here and talk to y'all, share my opinions, share my commentary and all that type of stuff. And I just ain't with none of that shit. It gets a little sticky. I know there's commentators out there that strictly do reviews and stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of them, they do the fair use thing. And basically that puts their money on hold. Their money is kind of like sitting in escrow. I don't like escrow. Okay. If I wanted to get in escrow, I would go into another profession. Just being honest with y'all, being transparent with how this thing goes. We are talking about inside the industry, so I always try to give y'all a glimpse on how things really work. Some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. Some of y'all are creators on your own. So that's what we're dealing with here, okay? Now, getting back into Miss Latto. Last night, she previewed a new song at Club Live in Miami. She spent the whole entire weekend out there. I guess she was paid handsomely to host a gig. She was seen partying with UnWineWithTashaK. She was also seen partying with Ruby Rose. So I guess this was like a very big festivity out there in Miami. All right. At some point during the hosting, she said, y'all think y'all ready? Y'all think they're ready for the new shit? So apparently there's a new single coming from Latto, and she let the club hear it. As of right now, we have about 30 seconds of a snippet, and we're going to go ahead and play it for y'all. Okay? Now, I want to go ahead and preface this video. I am a fan of Latto. I like Latto. We're both, from Atlanta. We're both from the south side of Atlanta. Okay? I'm just giving y'all full stop transparency. Some of y'all may not have seen former Latto videos on my channel. And I give y'all that because although I do rock with her, I'm going to be perfectly honest about whether or not I like this track or what I'm hearing, the same way that I was about UnWineWithTashaK, the same way that I've been about Cardi B, the same way I'm going to be about anybody else that decides to drop music into the atmosphere that I care to talk about. All right? I am not biased. Sometimes I have to critique people that I like. Sometimes I have to critique people that I don't like. And I keep it even across the board. I only go off of the measure of how the music hits me. If you and I are hearing something different, that's perfectly fine. And you can get it. You can go buy it. You can stream it. You can do whatever you want to do once it comes out. I, myself, perhaps may not. All right? So let's get into Miss Latto and what she's got for us. All right, so that's a quick preview from Latto out there in Miami. That line, she said, bitches gotta wait for their birthday to go out of town. That was a hard line. That was tough. And for those of us that are balling on a budget, y'all know how that lifestyle goes. I don't know why people had to catch a stray. But it's a tough line. It's a tough line. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, the last Latto song that was put out, what did I say? Sunday Service. I said I liked it. She had bars on there, but it sounded like Put It on the Flow again. This preview here, I see people in the comments saying it sounds just like the last 4 songs. It sounds like Put It on the Flow Part 4. And I don't fully disagree. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna disagree. Unfortunately, I think Latto's being held to a different standard. And this is kind of what happens in my opinion, in my judgment, is what also happens with other skilled rappers, right? We know Latto can spit. I thought that I wanted to hear Latto like stay in like the aggressive lane. But I'm now figuring out I don't. I think that her coming out with these type of records, they're cool for like just dropping them, trying to hit the club, trying to do that, whatever. But people really seem to catch on and take a hold to Latto's lighter style of music, right? We saw how Big Energy went. We saw how the other song, what was it called? Lottery or some shit? Even that one kind of went. From her last album, one of the most popular songs, although it may not have done well on the charts, it wasn't actually an official single, but the Sunshine on Me, I just need sunshine on me. That was one of the better and more favorite songs from the album, right? I think she might need to start leaning into a little bit more fun. I think she may need to lean a little bit more into making lighter vibes, because her trying to come out and be the tough girl, like, it's not hitting the same way as when Cardi B comes out and pops her shit. Just being honest. I like them. They did an amazing job on Put It on the Floor again. Right? But it's just not catching. It's not catching, man. And when you drop 4 songs back to back to back that have the same kind of delivery, the same almost kind of beat, where the beats don't vary so much, the tempo is kind of the same, you start fitting into a category where it's like, all right, what else you got? Especially when you're an artist that's had mainstream success, you were hoisted into a certain bracket at a certain point, and now we don't see you going back into that same trajectory. It makes the people start questioning what's going to happen. It's making me question what's going to happen. I'm sure the label's not going to let you fall to the wayside. I'm sure the label has more poppy hits for you already in the tuck. I'm sure y'all have already worked on it and got those mapped out. But I think it might be time for y'all to start digging into that particular vault. All right? And those ain't necessarily my favorite songs from you, to be honest. But it is becoming a little bit monotonous, and it feels like one long song. Right? We're not getting a very good variety on who you are. Not getting a very detailed, you know what I'm saying? I think it's time. You got a couple of options, Latto, in my estimation, and in my opinion may not register, and that's fine. But I believe you can either dig into the bag of telling us more about who you are, digging into your story. A lot of people have seen your story play out, but a lot of people don't remember your story. A lot of people don't necessarily want to go back and watch those episodes of the Rap Game and all that Jermaine Dupri shit. So it's going to be on you to really tell them what you've seen, what you've experienced, your grind coming up in this game, your transformation. Like, get into some real life shit. What have you witnessed? Not just the stories that you make up about you being this rough, tough Afro puff type chick, but like real shit that went on in your life. Like, we can delve deeper into who Latto is, or, as I stated before, you might want to play the pop game a little bit harder. Outside of that, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It seems that people are still not convinced about Latto right now, especially when I look in the comments of said preview, and it's pretty much like people are playing on your head top. It's like, damn, where she go next? Right? And some people might attest this to the Joe Budden theory and say, see, he tried to tell y'all female rap was going to be coming to an end. Female rap is closing in. The walls are closing in. Nah, I don't believe so. I think hip hop is about to make a transition, or it needs to make a transition, more specifically, that y'all artists going to have to start digging a little bit deeper. Y'all been having fun with this drill. Y'all been having fun. Even those of y'all that's not making drill music, y'all have taken on drill content. And that's worked for a lot of people thus far. I think that the people are beginning to get a little bit drilled out. Pause. It feels like the people are like, okay. Some people on the last Cardi B release said, damn, what else does she have to talk about? I can't really be mad at people that are saying that. We at this point know Cardi B is going to stunt. We know that she's going to come out and flex. She going to have some slick shit about perhaps beating a chick down. She going to talk about how good the coochie is. And that's pretty much what we expect. And she's one of those artists where we can kind of gladly accept that content. There's always one. But then when you start getting into the contemporaries and then everybody's kind of fitting into that same bracket, there's naturally going to be a pecking order. There's naturally going to be a hierarchy of who can do that and succeed and who's going to kind of start declining. I don't know. I can't say for sure that Latto's going to be one that starts declining, but it just feels to me like she's not the chosen one, right? So when she goes and she does stuff that's a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more fun, it reaches a broader audience. And a broader audience is why artists like Ice Spice are winning. Nobody I personally know bumps Ice Spice. Nobody I personally know in the state of Georgia bumps Ice Spice. However, her music is appealing to a broader audience. She has a lot more kids, a lot more middle school, high school kids. I have a client that comes to me for songwriting. She's a teenager. Her mother is the one that does all the correspondence between myself and her. So she tells her mom what she wants. Her mom comes and tells me what she wants, right? And she is like a Ice Spice super fan. And that's when it kind of hit me like, oh, that's a totally different demographic. These young girls, like, I got to think. Back when I was in high school, I was listening to Nelly, Fabulous, DMX, Eminem, all these people. But I was really seeing myself in them some kind of way. And that sound or whatever was going on, that kind of revolved into my life. And my life kind of revolved around that when I wasn't taking tests and shit, you know? So I see where those kids are taken to the Ice Spice. I see where the white, younger crowd demographic, suburban demographic, look at how much North loves, and we're talking about Northwest, Kanye's daughter. Look at how much she adores Ice Spice, right? That's totally different from the audience that we see liking or supporting the Lattos of the world. And they're right around the same age, if I'm not mistaken. Like, she ain't that much older than Ice. So that's where the division lies, right? Whether or not you have a broad audience of people and you can kind of cater to, even in the drill aspect, she takes a lighter approach than those other niggas in New York making dusty ass drill music going grrrl all over the fucking place. Them niggas ain't making it out of the city. Just being honest. So I think these are all things that Latto may want to take into consideration, man. I think she's going to have to make a well-rounded album. She's going to have to make more well-rounded music. She's going to have to get a little bit more personal. Not to say that she's not going to be able to sustain longevity because she's been here all this time anyway. She's been holding down her position in the conversation throughout the pandemic. I think that she's got a fan base, but if she keeps putting this same song out, that fan base is going to decline. That fan base is going to kind of stagnate, and you may still get those same people, right? You may have a cult following of just those people that continue to support you, but I don't see that being her intended purpose. I don't see that being the trajectory that she wants for herself. So it's just hard for me to see where she's going to take this next record. I mean, perhaps it's going to be a strip club anthem. Maybe when you come into town, they're going to play it at the strip club. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm breaking this down because I fucks with Latto. And I want to see her succeed. I think out of most of the ladies that are out, she is the superior rapper in terms of talent, in terms of skill, in terms of having multiple flows. I don't know why she's trying to assimilate her flow so bad when she has multiples of flows. I think Flo Milli is showing us that you can show a variety of different styles on a project and it be accepted and it be, you know what I mean? And she's a younger artist. She's new. She's coming into the conversation, but just seeing how much energy is behind Flo Milli right now, how much people are like really leaning into her and basically putting her on their back. And it's like, that's the people holding her up, right? We're not seeing that same level of support for Latto. Not that it's a competition between her, but I'm just saying, as I look at the landscape of what's going on, I just don't see that same energy, right? So I'm quite sure she wants her career to be more than hostings at Club Live, which is not a bad thing, not at all. But I'm sure she wants more. So in order to get to that next level, we're going to need some more next level music. And that's not just Latto. I think that's across the board. I think the industry needs to be shaken up. I think we need some new sounds. I think we need the producers to push harder. Y'all are making the same ass beats in the studio. We need the songwriters to come out and stop playing it safe. Everybody's got to do their part. Everybody's got to play their role. And niggas need to step their role up. Maybe y'all are putting together half-hearted music because the money not circulating like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? People that's not getting paid, a la Priority AP that we talked about yesterday. Maybe that's contributing to the decline of music, is people not being compensated fairly. Therefore, it's getting harder to obtain songs that y'all want, hooks that y'all want, beats that y'all want from the producers. I don't know. But I don't know if this is the time for that record, Latto. I'm just going to be honest. I think we're coming into the spring and summer season. You're going to want something that you can actually play at the festivals. This is not going to do it. All right? Again, let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. Become an insider. Get on from the outside. Hey, go ahead, get your coat. Don't leave your coat outside, okay? Take your football, get your basketball. Yep. Grab all your shit. Don't leave it out there. Come inside. Join the club, all right? Much love and respect. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.